Meet Cute has some exciting changes coming your way, so get ready to level up your listening. Craving new Meet Cute episodes as soon as they drop? Discover a new episode of our addictive audio series, from romantic comedies to dramas to fantasies, Tuesdays and Fridays on our main feed, Meet Cute Originals. Plus, get a special bonus series on Mondays throughout the summer. Prefer to binge listen? Get the full series in one single episode, dropping on the last day of the series run. Say goodbye to the Meet Cute All Access subscription, because now all listeners can enjoy our series anywhere, anytime, completely free. Because at Meet Cute, stories are on us, always.
Our story begins in Prague. I was there as Sydney's platonic +1 for her cousin's destination wedding. We were settling into our hotel, which actually used to be a palace. Despite its advertised opulence, the king-size bed we were expecting to share was hardly big enough for one. So we were unpacking and debating who would get the couch when... How are we gonna sleep with that supposedly famous clock tower thing waking us up every hour?
Who's planning on sleeping? We're in Prague, the city that never sleeps.
I thought that was Paris.
Whatever, they're both cities of love. Appropriate, since tonight, I
know. A wedding is prime territory for husband material.
Then you'd know that I'm not looking for a husband. I just want a boyfriend. I am the only 26-year-old who's been single her entire life. You're so lucky.
That I was in one year-long relationship with a guy who only wore basketball shorts and never refilled the Brita? How do you plan to find love tonight? Oh, did you already stalk the groomsmen's Instagrams?
Okay, check this out. Henry Stafford, best man. Single as of 6 weeks ago, loves hikes, art films, and he follows a lot of foreign film directors. So my game plan, pretend I love Pedro Almodovar, even though I probably don't.
Okay, but doesn't that indicate a lack of compatibility?
Okay, if not Henry, we've got 2 other single groomsmen. All right, are you ready for Max Lieberstein? Loves cats, reposting Barstool sports videos that I'm pretty sure are funny, and taking photos of froyo bowls.
Okay. Who's the last single groomsman?
Jack Woods. Ugh, he is tall. I mean, very tall. At least when I compared his torso to the size of his phone in one photo. Plus, he's got this adorable Pomeranian and...
When it came to love, Sydney could be a little extra, but I was grateful she was easy to distract. Sydney was convinced she was the protagonist in her own rom-com, and she was determined to break her perpetual singledom and get the story started. Me? I was used to playing the role of the supporting gay best friend, but I liked it. Even in my work life, I served the function of an accompanist, a piano player for woodwind musical students taking their exams. By night, I was a bartender, the sympathetic ear. I was never one to seek out center stage and preferred the protection of the shadows cast by seekers of the spotlight. And now, I was heartbroken. All this to say, I was not looking to become the star of any story, let alone a love story. To be honest, I was in no headspace for a wedding. I was also terrified of dance floors because, despite being a piano player, my rhythm did not translate to my feet. I tricked Sydney into staying at the table with me to scope out prospects.
He's cute. For you.
No. This is not about me. Plus, have you seen his shoes? They're Birkenstocks. It's October. And it's a wedding.
Okay, nobody's perfect. It's not love at first sight.
Oh, it isn't.
It's love at first conversation.
You think you could fall in love from one conversation?
I think I could know I was going to fall in love after one conversation.
I thought Sydney was delusional, but I didn't want to rain on my friend's optimism. Girl, you know what? You go for Mr. Birkenstocks. I mean, he's definitely straight.
You think so? Oh, look. There's the one I was telling you about. Jack Woods, tall guy.
I think you mean the bald guy?
Okay, you don't have to describe everyone by their perceived flaws.
Fine. We don't need to define Jack by his hair loss. How about...
Oh, he's got a pink cocktail. You know I need a guy with the confidence to drink a pink cocktail. I've said that.
Sydney was so obsessed with focusing on the positives that she could transform an average guy into her dream man. It was like watching her try to cram a guitar into a flute case. When Sydney discovered it wasn't even close to fitting, she was always heartbroken.
Oh my God, he's perfect. Don't you think so? What do I say? Wait, how do I talk to him?
Hey, are you two staring at me?
I'm Ronan. This is my best friend, Sydney.
Hi.
Hey, I'm Jack.
I know. And your dog Parmesan? Adorable.
How do you know my dog?
I stalked your Instagram.
Sydney is very honest.
Oh.
It's one of her best qualities.
Okay, so while I have you, I also noticed that you didn't delete the post with your ex-girlfriend. I mean, was that because you're still hoping to get back together, or what's going on?
She's also very opinionated.
Well, I have to pee, but I'll take that into consideration, so...
Sydney tried flirting with 12 men that night. Did she know how to flirt? No. But I didn't know how to either. I'd had one serious boyfriend and we were work friends from the bar. Then he made a move when we were taking inventory one night. I didn't have to take any risks. I admired Sydney for being able to take that much rejection. She was also pretty drunk.
I'm gonna die alone.
You're not gonna die alone. You're gonna find your happiness.
Really?
Well, I don't want to make any promises. I did believe that Sydney would find her person one day. But after my last breakup, I had decided that dating wasn't for me. At age 26, I was prepared. No, I was excited to live the life of a bachelor, playing piano in dive bars or at school recitals, then having ample space to starfish in bed. On weekends, I'd frequent new restaurants, and no one would curb my culinary experience with their picky input. Being alone didn't sound so bad. At least that's what I...
So, I'm getting strong vibes that this is your first ever chocolate fountain?
That was Zeke. Lanky in a cute way. Blue, curious eyes that were trying to look right down into your soul. Flowy hair. Anyway, it didn't matter. I wasn't looking to date anyone. I was much more invested in pursuing the chocolate fountain. What? No, I've had a lot of chocolate fountains. Why?
You're dipping a banana? And you're dripping chocolate all over yourself. Oh, here, napkin?
Does chocolate stain? I rented this suit.
Well, you did that suit a favor.
Is it that bad?
No. A men's warehouse rental's endearing. Would you like a lesson from a true chocolate fountain professional?
Are you the self-proclaimed professional?
Here's the real secret trick.
Are those Twinkies? Do they even sell those in Europe?
I packed them in my suitcase.
I got the sense that Zeke was a well-versed wedding guest, here for a good time only. The Twinkie was a major red flag. Wow, well, yeah, I mean, that's definitely a choice.
I'll give you a Twinkie to dip, but only if you hit the dance floor with me first.
Thanks, but I'm pretty full from the banana.
Oh, come on. Do you see my back sweat? Look at this back sweat.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of back sweat.
Yeah, I've been on the dance floor for 4 straight hours. You can do 5 minutes.
You go have fun. I don't want to hold you back from the dancing. You could tell from a mile away that Zeke was a player. The way he danced center stage. He was Sydney in gay guy form. He was at the wedding for one reason and one reason only. To get laid. No judgment, but that just wasn't me. Me? I liked real conversations, real emotional connection, and well, I had. But now I was thoroughly single. Zeke didn't convince me to join the dance floor, but he did manage to convince Sydney. I didn't mind being left alone. One of the many perks of being single was the conversations it made way for. And since my breakup, I felt like older generations, those who had loved and lost, identified something in me. Some commonality or common force.
Hey, Ronan! You ever heard of facet joint osteoarthritis?
Do you mean back pain?
Excruciating back pain. Oi! Can't sleep, can't dance. Happens to 90% of people by the time they're 65.
Okay, those are terrible odds.
That's why you gotta get out there while you're young and spry. Let's go, youngster, move it!
On the dance floor?
No, I mean in the kitchen. Come on.
Okay, I have always been an old soul, just like you. And I prefer to be stage adjacent. Fist pumping, all that isn't really my thing.
Yeah, it's not really my thing either, because I don't know what the hell that is, but I do know a poor excuse when I hear one.
Okay, see that guy over there? That's what he's doing.
Yeah. Wow, the poor guy. Looks like he's having fun.
Okay, that guy is just desperate for attention.
Maybe you should be more desperate, because you're never gonna meet a lady if you're sitting here stuffing your face with cake.
I'm not interested in meeting a lady.
Yeah, well, I can see that. I know what happened. I'll play psychiatrist. A lady broke your heart. When?
I'm just hungry. A lady did not break my heart.
Look, kid, life happens on the dance floor, not in a chair. My advice, don't be afraid to wave your arms in the air like you just don't care.
I have a sore arm. Look, I mean, the wheels broke off my friend's suitcase and I had to carry it all the... Okay, tell me about your life before you ruined your back. I spent the rest of the wedding listening to Grandpa Harold's stories about courting his wife. Meanwhile, Sydney was being courted by Jack, who surprisingly hadn't been scared off.
He really did have to pee. I know a lot of guys have used that line on me before in the past, and I told him that. I was like, totally thought you were lying, and then I was like, not that guys don't usually like me. They do. But I was like, just to be clear, I'm single. Anyway, he asked me to dance. Come with us.
I was happy for her. I really was. It was doubtful that she'd found love at first conversation, but at least she'd found lust to hold her over. The main thing was, I was finally off duty, and I couldn't wait to get into bed. Hours later, Sydney and I went back to our room with Jack. Sydney promised me he was only going to hang out for a few minutes, but after those few minutes, it became very clear that I was the one who was only supposed to hang out for a few minutes.
Ronan, I hear walking the streets of Prague is a whole new experience after midnight. You should check it out.
You know, it's 2 a.m. Jack, if you don't mind.
Sure, yeah, I can head out. Sid, I'll pick you up for breakfast.
Wait, no. I mean, yes to breakfast, but no, don't leave. Ronan, remember you said you wanted to see the castle all lit up at night? Remember when you said that?
No.
Ronan.
Sydney, why don't you just go hang out in Jack's room?
I'm sharing it with 4 other dudes. I've got to use the restroom. BRB.
Ronan, please. I really like Jack, and frankly, I haven't, in a very long time.
So you're sexiling me?
Just give me like an hour. When that majestic clock tower strikes 3.
Fine. But I want the aisle seat on the way home. So there I was, destined to spend my night sleeping in a hotel corridor thanks to Sydney, who was now convinced this new guy was the love of her life. I had no doubt I'd be consoling her on the plane ride home, after he told her that long distance wasn't in the cards. As I rehearsed my "it's not you, it's him" speech, it sounded like I wasn't the only one sexiled. I walked and peeked around the corner. Lo and behold, it was the chocolate fountain expert, Zeke, pounding on his hotel room door.
Come on, Clarence! You promised you wouldn't do this again! Please, I'm exhausted. You've done this every night of our trip. Can't you two go have sex in her room? I'm not paying for my half of the hotel room. Last night, I slept on a trolley. 1 hour, okay? You can have the room for exactly 1 hour, but then I'm sleeping in my bed for once.
You too?
Hey, it's you. The one who didn't dance all night. Idea, walk around Prague with me?
Yeah, I have a lot of emails.
Don't worry. I get that you're not interested in me. This will be strictly platonic. Just a way to kill time for an hour until we get our beds back.
An hour?
Just an hour. Come on. Hey! Wait up! Where are you rushing off to?
I'm not rushing, I'm just walking.
You're crazy if you think I'm gonna move that fast for a whole hour. Look, those bars won't close until breakfast. And over there, out on the river, are those swans?
Wait, really? Wait, where?
Just past the castle near the left spire.
Wait, the what? The spire?
Here, the pointed tower thing, right there. See the feathers?
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I guess getting sexiled wasn't too bad, huh?
As if you're not usually the one responsible for the sexiling.
Never said I wasn't.
You hit on like every guy at the wedding. This wasn't your plan for the night.
Oh, what can I say? You look hot in a men's warehouse tux.
Okay, like you haven't used that line on several other men tonight.
You were the only one in a rented tux.
Well, anyway, who was the guy who kicked you out?
My brother. He's actually the playboy. I've lost track of the number of times he sexiled me over the years.
And it doesn't bug you?
Doesn't that girl Sydney bug you?
Yeah, but, you know, also I'm kind of happy for her. You know, she has a tough time meeting people. Look, I love Sid. I really do. She's been my best friend since we met in an actual sandbox, but the girl has zero filter.
I mean, I kinda like that about her. And then again, maybe dating would be easier if everyone decided to just say what they were thinking.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, wait, listen to that. Did you notice that wherever you go in Prague, there's music?
Sounds like someone's falling in love with Prague.
Maybe just a crush.
So, what's the song?
Oh, no name.
Weird name for a song.
No, they're improvising. It's what all jazz musicians do.
I like it. I think.
Well, it definitely beats the wedding band.
Hey, I like the wedding band. Jeez, you're harsh.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with having high standards.
Uh-huh.
This is the vamp and fade. Listen how they start to subtract notes for a smooth landing. Right there.
How'd you know that? Are you in a band?
Yeah, I am. Sure.
What instrument?
Piano.
A band? Wow, that's impressive. Sydney didn't mention that.
She was talking about me? Why? See, I told you, she has no filter.
Actually, come to think of it, I thought you said something about you wanting to be in a band, but not having to start one for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
So, wait, you are currently in a band, or you want to be in a band that is started without your help?
Okay, fine. You know what? I'm not in a band. Sorry. You know, I don't even know why I said that.
So, you told me a little fib already, huh?
No, I just...
Hey, you were trying to impress me.
Well, I'd like to be in a band, and I practice all the time, as if I was in a band. So I guess it just felt easier to... Never mind. What about you? What do you do?
Oh, I'm a very successful architect.
Really?
No, just got a job working in real estate. But for real, I am at least an aspiring architect.
Why just aspiring?
I never finished my degree.
Oh, you didn't? But you seem so...
So... what?
Nothing. Sorry.
Real estate is fun. You meet a lot of interesting people. Like, I was showing a condo in Venice.
Oh, you're from LA?
You in LA too?
New York. Williamsburg.
Ew.
Oh, don't tell me you're an LA snob.
It smells like piss over there.
It smells amazing.
Oh, ew.
No.
You're kidding me.
Do you smell it? It's seriously, it smells so good. What is that? It's like cinnamon?
That's Tredelnik.
Turtleneck?
Tredelnik.
Wait, but what is it?
The best pastry of all time. Cinnamon sugar-coated dough baked on hot coals on stands like that one. Come on.
Even better than Twinkies?
I'd give up Twinkies for the rest of my life if they had this delicacy in the US. Anyway, just wait until you try one of these. My old friend, ahoy. Dva prosím. 2, please.
Děkuji.
You know that guy? And Czech?
Picked up a few words. I've come here every night on the trip because my brother has sexiled me every night of the trip.
That's rough.
Well, at least tonight I've got company.
Oh, shoot. I didn't bring any cash. I'll Venmo you?
All good, dude. My treat. Thanks a lot. See you later.
No. Seriously. I'm gonna pay you back.
It's just a pastry. Unless this is your smooth way of scoring my digits.
No. You're getting the wrong idea. I told you this was platonic.
I'm not coming on to you. Just trying to do a nice thing.
Right. Sorry.
Oh, that is heaven. And?
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. That's it? Doesn't meet your insanely high standards?
Fine. Might be the most delicious thing on the planet.
How about we play a game?
A game?
Yeah, we've got at least another 45 minutes to kill. Do you have something better to do?
I don't know if I'm really a game person.
I'm not talking about intensive strategy games that take like 6 hours to read the directions. I'm thinking more of a get-to-know-you question game.
Okay.
Here, look. The New York Times has this list of fun questions. We take turns asking them to each other. They're all designed to get to know someone better.
Isn't that the list of questions to fall in love? Sydney has used it on like every other guy she's met on Tinder.
Okay, fine, you got me. But I know we're not falling in love. We're just doing it to, pass the time. Plus, I'm seeing someone anyways. And it's getting serious, so calm down.
Really? That's great that you're seeing someone.
You sound disappointed.
What do I care? You live in LA.
And if I didn't live in LA, would you still be disappointed?
I was never disappointed, just confused. Wait, why did you ask me to dance?
I thought I did mention him. And we were at a wedding.
You definitely didn't mention you were seeing someone.
Now, instead of debating whether or not I mentioned my boyfriend, who I'm very loyal and committed to, why don't we just try to have one conversation where we get to know each other?
I don't know if I agree with a game whose end goal is making someone fall in love with you. It feels manipulative.
Oh my god. Do you overthink everything this much?
You haven't seen Sydney's Tinder profile.
Sure. But seriously, If two people are just having an honest conversation, answering questions back and forth, and they happen to fall in love, what's so manipulative about that?
You're reminding me of something Cindy said at the wedding. She was going on about how she thought she knew if she was gonna be in love with someone after one conversation.
Well, I'm not going to argue against that. I just want to play this game.
But we're having a perfectly normal conversation without the assistance of the New York Times. Don't you worry it'll...
What? Work?
Feel inorganic?
Again, you think too much. Besides, I just want to play the game because you're so resistant.
Fine. Let's play. But just to pass time.
Googling now. Given the choice of anyone in the world, who would you want as a dinner guest?
Okay, well, strategically, it doesn't make much sense to choose someone who's still alive. I mean, I technically could have dinner with that person someday. Given that, my first instinct is to choose one of my favorite dead pianists. But then, all of them have already been interviewed dozens of times, so maybe that's not the smartest choice either.
Everything's really a careful calculation with you, isn't it?
Do you not logically think through all your decisions?
There's not one perfect answer for anything in this life, and you could spend days debating the best one. So, honestly, no.
But if you spend enough time debating, I think there is actually one perfect answer.
I go with my gut, which is giving me a strong inclination to invite Donald Trump as my dinner guest.
Ugh.
The question was to choose a dinner guest, not exactly what you can put in their food.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Okay, you're up. Who would you invite?
Okay.
Quick, first answer that comes to mind.
Okay, my grandfather.
Really?
Yeah, I'd choose my grandfather. I never met him. But yeah, I guess, I always hear stories about him, his inappropriate humor. I don't know, I've heard so much about him, but at the same time, I can't quite picture him.
Oh, look at you making it all serious and emotional.
Hey.
I'm teasing. I think that says a lot about you.
All right, anyway, what's the next question?
Would you like to be famous? And in what way?
Okay, well, that's too easy. You can already guess my answer.
I'd have to say, you're a hard no on being famous.
Ding, ding, ding.
Even if you could be a world-renowned pianist?
I mean, the whole point of being a pianist is that I get to be in the background. That's right where I'm comfortable.
But is it good to only do what makes you comfortable?
Is that a question from the game or a question from you?
From me.
So you definitely want to be famous?
Nope.
No? But I guess I don't know you, but, you sort of strike me as the center of attention type of person.
You're right that you don't know me. In fact, not many people really do.
Huh.
I think I put on an appearance of a really outgoing guy. But really, that's not me. Most days, I just want to be contemplative and quiet.
Huh. Well, look who got all serious and emotional now.
Okay. Next question. Before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you're going to say?
The better question would be, do I ever not rehearse what I'm going to say?
But what about a phone call with someone, you're close with?
I think I always pre-plan conversations in my head. And maybe I'd be better off not doing that with a significant other.
Wait, you script phone calls even with a significant other?
Okay, you know what? Next question.
Wait, I'm curious. In your last relationship, did you...
Yeah, and I'm curious for the next question.
I get if you don't want to talk about your last relationship. Really. I know heartbreak can be hard.
I'm not heartbroken.
Sorry, I just sort of assumed you were.
Oh, okay, I'm not interested in dating because I'm just very interested in being single. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with that. I admire that in some ways.
Well, if you must know, I dated a guy for like less than 9 months. It really wasn't a big deal. You know, I broke up with him. I wasn't interested in anything serious.
I didn't mean to pry. We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
It's okay. I'm just, I'm excited to get back to the game.
Oh, look who's suddenly loving the game.
You caught me. Plus, we still have like 45 more minutes to kill before we can return to our rooms.
Fourth question of the Single Pringles Forever Alone game. What would constitute as a perfect day for you?
Okay, being single isn't being alone. You of all people should know that.
I get that you're implying that I've slept around, but sometimes being with many people makes life feel even lonelier.
Yeah, you looked really lonely tonight, dancing with literally every guest at the wedding.
Okay, perfect day, go!
Does this perfect day have an everlasting impact, or does it exist in a vacuum?
What do you mean?
Like, if I win the lottery, will I get to keep the money for the rest of my life, or does it vanish at midnight?
Let's say vacuum.
Perfect day. I'm the piano player for the Miles Davis Quintet.
Wait, but aren't they all dead? Is this a cover band?
Not a cover band. It's my perfect day, so they're alive.
Wow, okay, cheater. Now you're bringing 2 people back from the dead? Your grandfather and Miles Davis?
I'm not cheating, I'm just smart.
So you're a pro piano player doing what?
Performing at Madison Square Garden. My grandfather is in the audience, and Elton John, because why not? Anyway, Elton gives me a nod, and then I play an insane solo.
So you do want to be famous?
No. I didn't say that. It's my perfect day, and I guess on my perfect day...
You get to be the center of attention, not playing alone in your bedroom.
It's more about the place. The history, the acoustics, the energy of the crowd. It's not about being famous.
Interesting. And after sunrise, remember it or nah?
Forget it.
What? You don't want to remember any of that?
No way, of course not. I'd spend the rest of my life over-analyzing every single mistake I made and wondering if the audience noticed.
Oh, come on. Maybe the memory would inspire you, that you could do it, that you are capable of playing a solo.
I had to lie about being in a band. I'll never play there.
Wow. Maybe you lied because you're manifesting being in a band.
I don't manifest. Positive thinking doesn't change anything. Action does.
Some might say positive thinking could inspire action. If you're so negative all the time, you may never act.
Maybe I want to manifest aliens visiting Earth. You think they'll come if I think really hard about inviting them?
I think you're missing the point.
Okay, your turn. Your perfect day.
I'd have to say this one.
Oh, God.
No, really. I'm healthy. I'm exploring a new city. I had an epic time on the dance floor tonight. I ate Trudelnik. I'd say that's a pretty perfect last 12 hours, and I'd choose to remember it.
I still think that's a cop-out.
You can say whatever you want. It's not your perfect day, it's mine.
So you wouldn't want to be remembered as, like, the world's most famous architect?
As a matter of fact, I think perfection is a mindset.
Okay, I still think that's a cop-out. Also, why wouldn't you spend the perfect day with your boyfriend?
Fine, he'd be here too.
What's his name, anyway?
Bob?
Your boyfriend's name is Bob?
Yep.
Okay. Cool beans.
Cool beans.
It sounds like the kind of thing a man named Bob would say. Which way?
Let's go right. There's this cool park just over there. It was a hunting ground for royals in the 13th century. That building was the Royal Hall.
What's it now?
Restaurant.
Oh, bummer.
No, it's cool. It used to be exclusive, but now it's open to the public.
You know a lot about buildings here.
Well, it's one thing reading about them. It's a whole other thing seeing them in real life. But mostly, I've just toured them by night.
Because of your brother sexiling you?
Yeah. We leave tomorrow, actually.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah, back to the US. So, how'd you fall in love with music?
My parents. They have all these albums, and when I was growing up, they'd dance to the Beatles every night.
Oh, so you don't dance because it reminds you of being embarrassed by your parents?
I'd never thought of that, but maybe.
You're close with them?
Yeah, we are.
They took your coming out okay?
I didn't really come out.
You mean they don't know you're gay?
No, of course they do. Like, it was never one conversation. It was like something I introduced gradually, I guess.
That's great. They're accepting of you.
Yeah, it is, but all they want is a wedding. My mom's had an inspo folder in her phone since I went to my first gay bar.
Well, what'd they think of the last guy?
I don't really want to talk about the last guy.
Oh, okay. If your parents didn't like a partner, would that be a deal breaker?
My parents' opinion had nothing to do with my ex becoming my ex, if that's what you mean.
Uh-huh.
Do your parents like Bob?
Uh-huh. Sure.
Why does that sound like a no?
They love Bob. When they met him for the first time, they were like, oh, he's your soulmate.
That's really great.
Yeah, it is.
You don't sound convinced. Wait, don't tell me you're one of those people who finds parental approval a turn-off.
Oh, look, over there! That famous board. Look, come here. I want to show you something.
Whoa, a giant chalkboard in the middle of the city?
Wait, you haven't heard of this?
No.
It's a whole public art project. The city put up this giant board for anyone to write on.
It says, before I die?
Basically, it's a chalkboard where anyone can essentially write what they want to do or accomplish before they die. Oh, look, here's some answers in English.
Oh, it says, before I die, I want to skydive.
Basic.
Oh, here's another. Before I die, I want to get married and have a family.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, wow, look at this one. Before I die, I want my son to forgive me.
Oof, that's intense. More intense than this one. Before I die, I want to come up with an answer to put on this board.
I can't think of anything scarier.
It is horrifying to think of a life where you don't even know what you want.
I could think of about 200 things I'd put on this board.
200? God, I only have 100. You know, this Before I Die chalkboard makes me think of this study I was reading a few months ago. It was this hospice nurse, and she spent all her career talking with people, who were about to die. And she came up with a list of the top 5 regrets people have on their deathbeds.
How uplifting.
But, I think it's nice. Prague is encouraging people to question what they really want out of life.
So, what were the top 5 regrets?
Well, what would be your guesses?
I guess that one of the top regrets was wishing they spent less time at work.
Yeah, impressive.
Okay, for the second... Okay, I got my guess. I'd say people wish they were more authentic to who they really were.
Whoa, right again. How are you so good at this?
I think my deathbed obsession is what pushed me to come out, actually. I didn't know what would happen after I came out. I just knew I had to do it.
Want to know the other 3 regrets?
Sure, go ahead.
Lots of people said they regretted not letting themselves be happier.
Ah, that's a fair point. Do you let yourself be happy?
I don't even know what that question means.
Sounds like a no.
No, I don't know. Anyway, the next one surprised me, actually. People who were dying regretted not staying in touch with old friends.
I can see that. There's something unique about the friends that we grow up with. They know us like nobody else ever will.
Cindy is testament to that. I feel lucky for her. Like she knows me better than I know myself sometimes.
And you should listen to her more.
Cindy just wants me to be as obsessed with finding love as she is.
And maybe she's right. Maybe you do need to put yourself out there a little more.
No, I think she's wrong about that one.
What was the last one?
The fifth regret people have. Honestly, I can't remember. That's weird.
What do you say we channel all these thoughts and write our own answers on this before I die bored? Here, I got some chalk. You're up.
That's a lot of pressure. Here I go.
Okay, let's see. Before you die, you want to be the best pianist you can possibly be.
How'd I do?
I mean, yeah, that's an answer.
That's it?
I just expected, I don't know, something a bit deeper?
I really want to be the best possible pianist. Just because I don't want to be the center of attention doesn't mean I don't want to be the best I can be at my passion.
Yeah, but wasn't the very first regret spending too much time at work?
I suppose, but who says that playing piano is work?
Well, that's fair. Hey, I respect that.
Fine, mister. I have all of life's deepest answers already. What are you gonna write?
Well, I know mine.
Okay, let's see. You want to discover the meaning of love, romantic and parental.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to be on my deathbed feeling confident that I know love, that I've given love.
Have you not already? What about Bob? Seriously? You don't know love?
No way.
So you don't love Bob?
It's not about Bob. I mean, come on. Do you know real love?
I guess I don't know.
Were you in love with your ex? Well?
I get it. I pushed too hard. We hardly know each other. We don't owe each other these answers. Do you know where we are?
We're at the before I die wall.
But do you know the way back to our hotel? I mean, how are we even going to know when we're allowed to go back into our rooms?
I have this app, see? I can track my brother's Fitbit.
Oh my god, no way. Wow, he is certainly exercising tonight.
Yeah, and see, this way, I can tell when he's done exercising for the night. Once we're back down to a regular heartbeat, then we can go back.
Brilliant.
You know, I think I'm starting to get the real you. And I think there's a reason why you keep avoiding questions about your ex. I think you did love him.
It doesn't matter if I loved him.
You're the one who ended it, didn't you?
What makes you say that?
It might help to talk about it, you know?
I'm not some experiment that you can try to force into being vulnerable.
Hey, I'm not trying to force anything. I'm just trying to get to know the real you, and that's hard when...
The real me? You don't know me. We won't even see each other after tonight, and it really feels like you get off finding people's weak spots. Like, you really just, exposing people. You know, I don't need to explain myself to you.
Hey, we don't have to walk together. You approached me in the hall.
I guess we don't have to walk together. I guess we can go solo.
Of course. Because you actually like being solo. Not like you're scared of getting hurt again or anything.
I could just as easily say I think you're scared of being alone. You need validation from others. Is that why you're with this Bob guy too? Out of a fear of being alone?
No.
Great, well, you're just perfect then, I guess.
Have a nice walk, Ronan.
Did you write that?
Sure, just then.
I wish I had the guts.
You play music?
Yeah, but just for me.
Music isn't for you. It's for other people. It exists to share, to communicate, to take what's inside, your deepest fears, and share with the world, so people know they're not alone.
Hey, you don't happen to know where... Oh, shit. What was the hotel called? Could you point me in the direction of the clock tower? Excuse me, can you point me in the direction of,
Nerozumím.
Shit, clock tower? Like, ding, ding.
Opera je dole v ulici.
No, not sing. Ding. Never mind. Excuse me, do you speak English?
I don't know. Do I?
Funny. So, do you all know where the clock tower is? I'm trying to get back to my hotel.
It's so early. You're coming with us.
No, I'm good.
You can't say no to her. It's a hen party.
Like the bird?
A hen party is exclusively for ladies. You Americans call it a bachelorette.
Yeah, well, looks like I'm not allowed. You know, have a good night.
Wait. I'm the bride, so whatever I say goes. And I want to do karaoke with you.
Oh, no, thanks. I don't sing.
One song and we'll take you to the clock tower.
Oh, please.
Come on, we're headed in the direction of the clock tower next. I promise. Here, have a sip. You look parched.
Oh my god, that's not water. Wait, I just saw you chug like half of this outside. Who are you?
A legend. Drink.
I was hoping to wind down, not up.
You sure about that? Because you're up next. I'm not sure you want to get on that stage sober.
Oh, no, I'm not saying
Yes, you are. I am the bride, and everyone does what I want.
Well, I'm sure everyone has been loving that.
They have? Oh, here, can you just take this shot? That guy over there sent it to me, but I don't want to give him the wrong idea.
Cheers. Oh, that's tough.
I'll stay with stranger danger to make sure he doesn't run off.
Stranger danger, huh?
Well, I don't know your real name, so...
It's Ronan.
I'm Britt. Yes, I recognise the irony. I was teased in primary school. Had it not been for Bridie over there.
I mean, your Bridie friend is a handful.
Being her maid of honour hasn't been easy. But it's okay. You only get married once. Or at least, that's the hope.
Or, never.
Really? You don't want to get married?
I don't know. I guess it's just so much work. Finding someone who actually likes you back.
You sound like someone who just got their heart broken.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, sorry.
The part that hurts the most is that it was out of nowhere. Like, I thought things were so good. Sorry, I don't know why I'm opening up like this.
It's the absinthe.
That was absinthe?
Didn't you notice the shot was green?
It's dark in here.
Besides, it's good to ditch the filter and be honest sometimes,
You sound like someone I know.
Someone special?
No. He has a boyfriend.
So he would be special if he didn't have a boyfriend?
I've only known him for like half an hour.
Have you told him how you feel?
Yeah. I don't feel anything, except annoyed by how curious a perfect stranger is about me and every detail of my life.
I guess you're irresistible.
He just asks a lot of questions, and I'm definitely not irresistible. In fact, I'd say I'm very resistible.
No, you can't say that.
Why not?
Well, if you do, no one will like you.
Okay, that's a little harsh. You know, I never said I didn't like myself. I like myself.
Well, then you should believe you're irresistible.
Are you a therapist or something?
Just someone who's gone through a bad breakup too. But I came out the other end and fell in love when I least expected it.
So you got lucky.
I know that feeling when you see two happy people together and you think that's impossible. Like, I would have never met my husband had I not had a random late-night craving for a kebab.
You're kidding.
True story.
Wait, so what happened?
Well, I got to the kebab shop as they were closing. I begged them to let me in. Like, I was a little drunk.
Yeah, seems a little bit like a theme.
Jack, my now husband, was outside with some friends and convinced them to take the last order by telling them I was pregnant with his baby.
No way.
So he ditched his friends to pretend like we were a married couple, and he wasn't leaving until his knocked-up wife got some shawarma.
Oh my God. So I should just frequent late-night food joints then, right?
There are a lot of scumbags out there. I went on a ton of bad dates after getting dumped. But it's going to make it so much harder to fall in love if you keep pretending to be someone who doesn't give a shit. Looks like you're up.
No. I might make a run for it, honestly.
I promise we're taking you to the clock tower.
Excuse me.
Did you just take a shot off a random table?
Yeah, that I did. Wait. What am I even singing?
Hello, stranger danger.
Hi, everyone. Wow, that's a lot of people. Okay, you say either, and I say either. You say neither, and I say neither. Either, either, neither, neither. Let's call the whole thing off.
Woo! Go stranger danger!
You like potato, and I like potato. You like tomato, and I like tomato. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. Let's call the whole thing off.
You're doing great! You're practically famous!
I didn't want to sing. I just didn't know how to get back to the clock tower.
Sure, whatever you say.
Oh yeah, actually, he did want to sing.
Okay,
with you.
She's very drunk.
So are you. Don't try to change the subject.
There is no subject.
Subject is that Stranger Danger wanted to say something to you. No, wait, Stranger Danger, where are you going? Oh, well.
She's right. I wanted to say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, get out, Stranger Danger!
This must be your worst nightmare.
Yeah, and your perfect day. Bring it in.
My brother's Fitbit's slowing down.
Let's get out of here.
The next question was, when did you last sing to yourself? And to someone else?
When was the last time you sang to yourself or someone else? Does Bob get serenaded?
No way, not ever.
Is your brother's Fitbit really slowing down? Like, do you think they're done, or was that just a ploy to get us out of here?
Do you want them to be done?
You like to ask me questions like that, don't you?
Questions like what?
You like to question how much I'm liking you.
I'm sorry if it came off that way. It's just...
No. Don't be sorry. You know what? I have liked walking around Prague with you.
I've enjoyed walking around Prague with you too. Oh, check out the Fitbit. Looks like they're back at it again.
Not bad for us. We can continue the question game then.
So down, but... well...
What?
I'm not sure what question I can ask. What's off limits for our walk? I don't want to have another blow up and make you sing in a karaoke bar all over again.
Okay, fair point. You know, I'm over being closed off. I'll take a page from your book and try total honesty. So from here on out, nothing is off limits.
Oh, really?
Yeah, honesty is much easier, especially on absinthe. It's exhausting. I think my own insecurities make me gravitate more towards people like you who are so honest. Open books.
Mm-hmm.
No? Are you not?
No, I am. All right, here's the question. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or the body of a 30-year-old, which would you want?
That's a surprisingly easy answer for me.
Me too.
Then I'm also very confident we have the same answer. Let's just say it on 3.
1, 2, mind.
Mind. Yep. Knew it. It seems hard and painful to have your body deteriorate, but come on, it's not like I'm an athlete. There's just nothing scarier than losing a sharp mind.
Oh, totally. Okay, next question. Name 3 things you and I appear to have in common. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I think we both seem to love getting to know people on a deep, intellectual level.
Well, clearly.
Second, I think we're both very nice, generous friends for letting our people sexile us for hours in a foreign country.
Truly.
And then third, I think we're actually both more sensitive than we initially appear to be.
I mean, that's clearly true for you, Mr. I'm gonna be closed off for the first 30 minutes of meeting a new friend.
And you, Mr. I'm just all fun and dancing with any random person I meet.
Anyway, if you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
That's an interesting one. It's hard, you know, for the most part, I loved the way I was raised, but obviously there are things.
I think every parent in history has screwed up their kid in some way or another. My parents certainly made enough mistakes, never admitted to any of them. To me, it's all just about owning that you weren't perfect, admitting your mistakes and letting your kid feel however they want to feel.
It seems like you have a lot to say on the subject. Do you want to go first?
What would I change about the way my parents raised me? Well, for starters, I wish my parents had actually raised me. I mean, sure, they were both technically there and they made money. But when I really think about them, quote-unquote, raising me, my brother and I raised ourselves.
You turned out well.
Thanks. I still wish my parents had just been there, you know, to tuck me into bed or even just give me that fatherly advice at the dinner table.
I think my mind goes straight to the gay stuff when I was a kid.
And there's that.
I mean, now, in 2022, my parents have proven to be supportive. My dad will even ask me for dating updates.
Especially impressive.
I'm always shocked at how many queer guys either haven't come out to their dad at all, or
after they did come out, their dad refused to talk about anything to do with their dating life.
Exactly. So, again, in the present, I feel so freaking lucky.
But
before they knew I was gay, they said stuff. You know, I heard way too many comments as a kid. None of them were directed at me. They just had no clue their son was gay, and if they did, they wouldn't.
Yeah, but hindsight's 20/20.
Exactly. If I had known how amazingly they'd respond to my coming out, I would have saved myself a lot of struggling. Well, I still haven't brought any guys back to meet them, so...
Really? Not even your ex?
You know, the truth is that my ex was just never that into me.
But you were in love with him, right?
Yeah, I was. I kept trying to introduce him to my parents, and all he wanted was to hang out with me at my place, watch a movie.
But then not actually watch the movie?
No, I don't know. It wasn't all about sex. We really did get to know each other.
But the issue was...
Well, he was in his own stage of coming out, I guess. I think that on some level, he knew that if he met my family, he'd have to introduce me to his.
I'm sorry.
Honestly, I think that's what it really comes down to, is that he just didn't love me in the way that I loved him.
Just know that you do deserve someone who does. I like you when you're vulnerable. Somehow you're even cuter.
What are you doing?
Sorry, I thought we were having a moment.
You have a boyfriend.
I don't. Bob doesn't exist. I made him up.
What? Why would you do that?
I was intimidated. You had relationship experience. I didn't. I thought you'd judge me.
So you lied to me?
I didn't mean to make it a big thing.
Is this a joke to you? See how much you can get a stranger to reveal in one conversation?
It wasn't a joke to me.
And I'm not falling for this anymore. Justin did the same thing.
Justin?
My ex, whatever.
Ronan, I feel like I'm falling for you. In only an hour, I've developed feelings I've never felt before.
You're being immature.
Can I tell you something I haven't told anyone else?
What?
I might seem like the life of the party, and I am, but I'm the guy who gets invited to every themed birthday and never to intimate dinners.
What does that have to do with anything? What?
Well, I've never sexiled anyone. Can I say that?
What do you mean?
I've never gone home with anybody. Ever. Or had a boyfriend. Or had much luck with Grindr.
Are you out?
Not to my parents. I guess I'm like your ex. Still on that journey. Or whatever.
Until you figure that out, this can't be a thing. I'm sorry, but I
understand. Really.
And I forgive you. I get it.
Thanks.
So how's the Fitbit looking?
59 BPM. That's a resting heartbeat.
Let's head back then.
You sure? If we just go up that way, we'll reach the castle.
We can see it from here.
Doesn't do it justice.
That's kind of the last thing I want right now.
Oh, sure. That's a lot of locks.
What?
On the bridge. The gate is covered in them. See?
Yeah.
I wonder what they mean. It looks like they have initials on them.
Mind walking a little faster? I'm ready to be horizontal.
There's a shortcut after the bridge. Whoa! Ronan, watch out!
Sorry.
Ty blázne, ty jsi málem zabil. Where are you headed? There was worth risking your life and mine. I could have flown off my bike into the Vltava River.
Sorry.
Well, watch where you're going.
That guy should have been wearing reflective clothing or a light. It's impossible to see a biker when it's this dark.
I think you're being childish.
What? Oh, so now I did something wrong.
You kissed me back before you pulled away. Even though you thought I had a boyfriend, there's something between us.
Yeah, and it was a mistake.
But what if it wasn't? What if we go our separate ways and never actually talk about what I know was real tonight?
Or you made it all up, like you made up Bob.
I know I didn't. You're just scared.
I am not scared.
Then why won't you admit it? that you thought it was real too.
Because this is just another trick to make me the vulnerable one.
God, love isn't a trick.
Love? You said love?
I think you're trying so hard not to love that you're hurting yourself. Like, what if this is it?
Okay, I hardly know you, and you definitely don't know me.
Oh, do you really believe that?
Excuse me. You seem like a lovely couple.
We're not a couple.
In fact, we're practically strangers.
Well, I'd like for you two to have this.
A padlock and key? Is this for putting on the bridge? What does it mean?
Maybe the two of you can put it on instead of me.
No, we can't. We're leaving tomorrow.
Maybe you should keep it.
Look, if I had somebody who sings to me the way he sings to you, maybe I would. See ya.
That was weird. Oh, this is the shortcut. Hotel's just around the corner.
You put her up to that?
Oh my god, how would I possibly have done that? The karaoke bar! She must have been there!
God, I hardly remember it. That was all absinthe. 0 Ronan.
Well, it was pretty epic, and your voice doesn't totally suck, which I'm kind of surprised by. I mean, when everyone was singing Sweet Caroline at the wedding, you were mouthing the words in the corner.
Okay, wow. You caught me.
Yeah, you were trying to tie your bow tie. And failing, but it was sweet. Want me to teach you?
To tie a bow tie?
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say anything, but you did it all wrong.
How'd you learn?
Well, it's one of the only few life skills that my dad taught me. He always said I need to know how to tie a bow tie before meeting my bride.
Yikes.
Mega yikes. It's called the Dapper method. That's an acronym.
Okay. So what's the D stand for?
Different links. Starts with one side longer than the other.
Well, that was my first mistake.
May I?
Sure.
Okay, like this. Next up, A. A simple knot. Cross and tuck, then pinch a bow. Fold the shorter end, pinch it against your neck, then hold that as you second P. Pull the longer side over and pluck both sides together.
That's 3 P's, not 2.
Dapper with 3 P's then.
Okay, then what? We're on to E.
Enter the loop, and lastly, R for refine. There. That looks really good.
Okay, lesson learned. So, do you want this lock? I don't think I'm gonna make it back to the bridge.
Why would I need the lock?
I don't know, put it on your suitcase?
Why don't you put it in your suitcase?
I already have one. You don't know how much it hurts when a relationship goes sour. Your heart feels like it's tightening, you lose your appetite, you feel nauseous, and you can't help but replay everything as you're falling asleep or even taking a shower.
That sounds horrible.
Look, I do have feelings for you, but I can't spend any more time with you or it will just get harder to say goodbye. I can't lose out on love again so soon after Justin.
Love?
I don't know. Lust? Whatever this feeling is that indicates a possibility.
So, there's a possibility for us?
No, we live across the country. It's unrealistic.
How about long distance?
That never works.
How do you know?
You're 3 hours behind. I mean, my shift ends at 3 a.m., so that's midnight for you? You really want to wait up to hear about my day?
Yeah, maybe I do.
It feels too fast.
So we try dating first. I guess FaceTime dating?
It won't feel the same as being in the same place.
If you knew you were going to die in a year, would you change anything about the way you're living?
Where'd that come from? Wait, please don't tell me you're dying.
It's the next question.
Okay, that wasn't cool. For a second, I really thought you were dying.
I'm not dying, but I think about it a lot.
god! Is that the inimitable stranger danger?
Britt? What are you doing here?
I got off at the wrong trolley stop. I was craving late night Trudalnik, so I snuck out of karaoke.
I don't blame you. That stuff is incredible.
Oh my god, I know. Hey, is that a Lovelock?
Do you mean a padlock?
No, a Lovelock. The legend has it that when you find your true love, you write your names on the lock and secure it to the bridge, then throw the key into the river.
Were you following us this whole time and eavesdropping?
Just relaying some Czech history. Who's up for some Trudalnik?
Yeah, I might just head home. I think I know my way from here. Oh, hey, there's the clock tower.
Oh, really?
Oh, come on, stranger danger. You're home and dry like I promised.
I'm what?
There you are! Sir, I need a turtleneck! Wait, what? Wait, no, what do you mean no? Oh, no. Oh, come on, man. What?
You better go help her.
I think he's saying he's closing up for the night.
Oh, really?
I mean, what do you care? You didn't want one.
No. You deserve... Hold on one sec. You deserve one. Two turtlenecks, please.
Yeah.
Okay, do you see that man? He's about to be on a plane back to the United States, where all that's waiting for him are Twinkies. Can you imagine a worse fate? Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Britt, can you spot me?
Thank you. Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Ronan.
Oh, guys, don't mention it.
That was super nice of you. After I lied about Bob and made you feel uncomfortable and everything.
Sure.
Oh, what were we talking about?
Death.
I think about what would happen if I got a fatal diagnosis. I used to think I wouldn't do anything differently.
What are you getting at?
Since I met you, maybe I would make a drastic change. Like, maybe I'd move to New York.
But you're not dying.
But if I was, maybe I'd move.
Yeah, if I was, maybe I'd move too. But, you know, we have lives, and if it didn't work out between us, it would really suck for whoever left home. We've only known each other for an hour, so uprooting our lives to live together would be insane.
I guess you're right.
So when's your flight tomorrow?
10. Where are you headed next?
Budapest. Sydney said they have these thermal bathhouses that turn into nightclubs.
Ooh, that sounds awesome.
Not to a germaphobe.
Yeah, well, don't tell my brother about those.
I don't remember much from that karaoke bar, and even though she's a stalker, that British girl said something that I think will stick with me.
What was that?
That no one will like you if you don't like yourself.
Wow. Now I see why no one likes me.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. You know, I'm starting to think that Justin wasn't the only one to blame for the breakup.
Oh, why do you say that? You hate yourself?
Maybe I don't believe in myself. At least not the way that you believe in me. I'm starting to think I like this version of myself better.
You did the same thing for me. I feel relaxed. Not like I'm forcing anything around you.
Well, maybe we were meant to meet.
Yeah, maybe. Amazing what can happen in 1 hour.
Whoa, great timing.
I did that on purpose. I am extremely smooth.
Okay, liar.
Whoa, that's a loaded word.
Too soon?
Hey, are you guys coming inside? Because I'm about to lock the doors.
The hotel closes at 3 a.m.?
No, but I just really need to use the bathroom, and I'm the only doorman on duty right now.
Sorry, we're coming in.
Give me your phone.
Why? Are you trying to scroll for my number?
Well, technically, I'm trying to input mine.
Well, why do you want my number? I thought this was it.
I mean, if you're ever in New York, I'm happy to send you Rex.
Really? You want my number to just send me Rex?
Whoa, that was fast.
Maybe you could just give me your Rex while we ride this elevator.
Well, there's this incredible place in the Bronx that has Caribbean baked goods, beef stuffed inside cocoa bread.
Oh my god, cocoa bread?
Yeah. I know you have a sweet tooth.
Well, if I ever come to New York, I'll try them.
Cool. Okay, well, I'm this way.
And I'm that way. Have fun in Budapest.
Thank you. And have a safe flight.
Bye, I guess.
Good night, Zeke.
What? Who's here?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Ronan, it's you.
Oh, don't sound so, excited to see me.
Sorry, I just thought that Jack might be back by now.
Oh my god, girl, you are drunk?
I'm drunk on love.
Okay, you're in love after 1 hour.
It was magical, Ronan. Everything I've ever dreamed of. My whole body feels it. My head, my feet. Oh, you should feel my heart beating. Here, put your hand right here. Put it right here.
Okay, I'm touching it. And in fairness, your heart might still just be beating from, the hour of sex you had.
But the best part is that we didn't. I mean, we really connected. We decided to wait, to get to know each other better first, sober. I promise, you are getting a very special thank you speech at mine and Jack's wedding.
Hold on. At your and Jack's hypothetical wedding, right?
Jesus, Ronan, duh. I didn't get engaged, okay? I want to be proposed to on a beach.
Don't you think you should maybe get to know him, a little bit more before planning your engagement?
I know a ton. I know his name. I know that he's like super into working out, clearly. I mean, his body is perfect. And I know his soul. I'd describe it to you if I could, but...
Got it.
Do you have to judge me right now, Ronan?
No. I'm sorry, Sid.
Aw, look at this text I just got from Jack. I'm really glad I met you tonight. I feel like I shared things with you I haven't been able to share with other people before. Oh my God. Can't wait to see you in New York. I love him.
Wow. You really met someone who...
Who what?
Just is as, extra as you, I guess?
Okay, I am not extra. I'm open.
Yep, you are open. I admire you, Sid.
I just wish that you could let yourself be open to love, too.
As I left to give you privacy and go into the hall, I met this guy.
Ronan, I suddenly don't feel so good. I drank way too many dirty Shirleys, and I think I'm...
So, what did the rest of my night look like? Well, I held Cindy's hair back for an hour as she threw up, as every best friend does. Every gay supporting character has that bit. Of course, for a moment, I thought that, for once, I'd have my own story to tell her about. But Sydney was understandably exhausted, and I'd soon hear her drunken snoring. For better or worse, that kept me up most of the night, with nothing but my thoughts about Zeke, about what we had just done together. I very much needed the coffee in the hotel lobby the next morning.
You are literally an angel sent down from the heavens for taking care of me like that last night. I owe you my life, brother.
I don't even really know what this means, but you're somehow not an ugly vomiter.
Really?
No, you gave full Exorcist vibes in that bathroom. The walls are covered in chocolate.
Well, coffee cheers to that. So, on to Budapest in a few hours. Oh my god, I'm so freaking excited.
Yeah, same.
Okay, that was like the least excited I've ever heard in my life.
No, sorry. I mean, it is. It's exciting.
Something's wrong here.
It's just last night. I'm thinking about my night.
Ugh, you're mad at me for sexiling you.
I swear, I'm not mad at you for anything. It's just about this person. You know what? Never mind. Forget it. By the way, where did you and Jack leave everything off?
I mean, obviously, neither of us are thrilled about having to do long distance for the next 5 days, but I'm confident that we're strong enough to survive it.
Yeah, that's brave.
He promised he'd FaceTime me from Mormon camp every day.
Oh, yeah, no. I actually heard that on your call this morning when I was in the room with you.
Okay, Ronan, I've known you since you could talk, so spill, sister.
No, it's just, that guy I walked around with last night. I think I'm just thinking about him and how we left it, and yeah, I don't know.
Wait a minute, you walked around with a guy last night? When, where? Tell me everything about everything.
That guy from the wedding.
Who?
Zeke?
Zeke?
Yeah, he was also sexiled.
Oh my god. Okay, side note. Did you know that Zeke's brother is the bride's best friend? Apparently, he sexiles her on every vacation they go on together.
Yeah, so Zeke and I met in the hall, and then we decided to kill time by walking around Prague. I don't know. You don't want to hear about it.
Wait, are you kidding? Why would I not want to hear about it?
Because we talk about your escapades and not mine.
Okay, only by your choice.
What do you mean?
You're always the one that cuts yourself off. Yeah, even when you were with Justin, you never wanted to talk about anything.
Okay, I guess that is sort of maybe a little bit true.
You always want everyone to get to know you and listen to you, and yet you're rarely vulnerable enough to open up and say your truth. I took psychology in college.
All of a sudden, like that, I knew Cindy was right. Maybe it was Zeke and everything he'd said about me, but I saw that I always put myself into the supporting role in my friendship with Sydney, by choice. But now, after my, memorable night with Zeke, I needed to spill my thoughts and feelings.
Okay, tell me everything. I mean, literally everything.
But Zeke and I aren't gonna be together, okay?
That sounds so romantic already. Keep going.
It was a one-night thing.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, keep going.
Well, how do I describe him? He was like a breath of fresh air. He asked me questions, real questions. It was only a short while, but we got to know each other. More than that, I feel like I got to know myself.
Holy Latter-day Saints. But I'm converting, did I not tell you that? Okay, keep going. This is incredible, Ronan.
Honestly, I liked myself when I was with him. He pulled this vulnerable side out of me, kind of by force. He challenged me to think deeper.
You're soulmates. I'm calling it. You are soulmates.
Sydney!
Okay, I'm sorry. Continue. Go on.
Well, we're pretty different people. Maybe in good ways, but also we're similar in deep ways. I don't know, I feel like I understand him.
Okay, I feel like I've fallen in love for you.
Sydney, what are you doing on your phone?
I just want you to have the opportunity to, see Zeke again if you decide you want to.
Who did you just text?
The bride. Look, she'll have Zeke's brother's number. I'm assuming you chickened out on asking Zeke for his, yeah?
Sydney, really? I think it's best left as just this one night thing.
Okay, so the bride is texting me that she has access to Zeke's brother's Fitbit for some weird reason. She is tracking Zeke's brother's location. And Zeke's gotta be with his brother. We'll have his location.
This isn't me. I don't stalk people. I don't make spontaneous romantic decisions.
The old Ronan doesn't make spontaneous romantic decisions. But what about this new post-Zeke Ronan? Is he a stalker? Ronan, I really thought I've seen every side of you. But honestly, listening to you talk about your night with Zeke, I'm realizing I had never seen you in love.
You know what? Fine, you know what? Let's chase after him. I'll never know what Cindy said to our taxi driver in Czech, but I've never seen a taxi drive so fast.
Zeke and his brother are at the airport. They're headed to check in. We're a minute behind them. Come on.
But, I mean, what do I do? What should I even say?
I don't know. Just be you. Oh my God, there he is. He's disappearing through the doors. Go, run, wait.
What?
Can I come? Can I watch?
No. Stay in the taxi.
But I've never seen anything like this in real life before. Please, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Well, yeah, but we're probably gonna need to make a quick getaway. I'm about to make the world's biggest fool of myself.
You are not.
Oh, Sydney, look, I don't know if I can do this. I need to think this through.
I literally don't think anything through 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So can you just channel me for like 5 seconds for once in your life?
Okay, just fine. Stop talking. I'm doing it. Also, I love you.
Shut up. I can't. Go.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. Just Zeke.
Ronan?
Hi. Hey.
What are you doing here?
Well, I wanted to come here and to talk to you.
That's my brother over there. Gotta go soon. Sorry. What's going on? Are you okay? You're dripping sweat.
Sorry, I'm so out of breath. I chased you down. I guess I don't work out enough. Man, do I not work out enough? I only made it to check-in.
What are you trying to say?
Remember when you asked me that question in our game? You asked me if I rehearse what I'm gonna say to people before talking to them. I rehearse before interviews, I rehearse before random phone calls, and I especially rehearse if I was planning on running through an airport to win a guy back. But, well, I didn't rehearse anything today. Zeke, you make me want to be spontaneous. You make me want to be vulnerable. Maybe that's why you're perfect for me. Maybe that's why I'm...
All right. Just shut up and kiss me already.
I think your brother's cheering for us.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's him.
Okay, well, that was it. I don't want to stop you from getting on your flight.
You think I'm going to get on my flight after that? I'm missing my flight and spending the day with you, stupid.
You are?
Most definitely. Plus, there's something that we have to do.
Anyway, Zeke did miss his flight that day. I, of course, also missed my train to Budapest. Thankfully, Cindy wasn't upset. She was more than happy to cut the trip short and head back to New York with Jack. You know Jack, Mom. You met him when you were in New York last month. Anyway, but yeah, that was how we met.
Wow, who knew my son could be such a romantic?
I have to say I agree, Ronan. Quite the story you've told us.
Zeke, we are so pleased to be meeting you finally.
It's so amazing to finally meet both of you, too. Ever since Ronan told me about you on our very first walk, I've been dying to meet you both.
Well, I'd say it's impossible not to love you after this story.
Don't worry. My family is as in love with Ronan as I am.
Really?
He's the perfect guy to bring home when you're... bringing someone home for the first time. And it's a guy.
I'm so glad.
I have a question.
Oh, what?
Well, you said as you were leaving the airport, Zeke said there's something you two still had to do?
Zeke and I got in the first taxi we could find and made our way back to the center of Prague. Zeke wouldn't tell me where we were going or what we were doing, of course. Not yet, at least.
All right. You can open your eyes now.
Oh, the Lovelock Bridge.
You still have that lock and key?
I do.
When we lock this onto the bridge and throw the key into the water, that will symbolize our endless love story.
Wait, what about Los Angeles versus New York? What do we do about that?
Well, we could always meet in the middle.
And live in South Dakota?
I'm not worried. We'll figure it out.
I'm not worried either.
I think it's time to lock this lock. You ready?
Throw that key away.
Yes! Yeah! Oh my god, let's go! Oh my god, I love it! Love you! Yes!
That's odd.
Oh god, yeah, it's those British girls from the hen party last night. Thanks, girls. Love ya. You know, we actually never even finished our game.
You know, I think that's actually fitting for us.
How so?
I don't want to stop at 36 questions. Can we make it 36 million questions?
Okay, sure.
Crushing on the meet cute you just heard? Share with your friends by posting a screenshot of what you're listening to and tagging us on Instagram. And join the New Romantics, Meet Cute's exclusive listening club to share your reactions, meet other cuties, and get cool perks like sneak peeks at upcoming series, early listening, and more. Click on the link in our episode notes to join now.